Make some noise, Groundwaves. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. This is the Music District. We're a 5-building campus here in Fort Collins dedicated to serving the music community in all aspects. We're looking forward to tonight. This is the third installment. We have a special guest tonight. He goes by Bernz. Make some noise for Bernz, y'all.
What's up, everybody? What's up, my spitters? I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Colorado's got popping off with the spitters tonight. Big ups to my brother Murs for letting me do this. I just texted him and he's like literally delivering a baby right now. So, all right, well, you know what? I'm gonna just let y'all spit. I'm looking forward to this. So, and of course, this is a place of constructive criticism. Everybody here is this whole thing is to make all of us better. So I just, you know, I'm dying to see what's going down tonight, man. So without further ado, let's get this popping.
My name is Mr. Bernz from the infamous Mayday crew, signed to Strange Music. I was brought here by way of one of the most eccentric and coolest human beings on the planet Earth. He goes by the name of Murs. I met Murs up a few years ago in this crazy rap scene that we're in. We were both signees to the same record label, Strange Music. We made an album together called Murs Day, which is a classic to this day. People still talk about it. I was lucky enough to get invited here to the Music District to Groundwaves to host one of the nights because my friend Murs is he's away, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for him, he's having a baby, but unfortunately for me as well, because I got a chance to come out here and rock out and see all the really amazing talent that's burgeoning up here in Fort Collins. These events are super, super important. I just can't even stress how cool it is to see something like this happening. I can almost assure you that from events like this, you're going to get tomorrow's artist. It's just the way it happens. When I was coming up, I'm from Miami, Florida. We had a party called Fatland that was started by the infamous DJ Snow White. It had a full band that would back, kind of like what you guys do, but they would back the MCs or the poets, you know, whatever it may be. And I remember being a 15-year-old kid sneaking into that club to go every Tuesday night to Fatland. To cut my teeth as a spitter and to learn how to perform. And it was really one of the first places that I was ever showcased and given a platform to be able to like say my art. And you know, 15 years later, 10 years later, here I am still, you know, 20 years later, damn, still doing this, you know, and it's super important, man. You know, it's super important to reach out to these young artists that have no avenues. You know, if it's not for a place like this, then there really is no other place for them, you know, and they got to go out into this scary world by themselves, man, and most of them don't make it, man. So it's really dope, really, really dope thing that Groundwaves is doing, man. The experience last night was really interesting, man. It was really cool. It reminded me of kind of like a Poets Cafe kind of vibe, you know. It was really dope, and I got to meet a lot of dope MCs. Some stood out. It's so cool to see people coming up with their personas, with their like on stage personas, you know, and we're seeing like just the beginning of this, you know, and the Music District and Groundwaves offers like a mentorship thing the day after the performance, and I already got to meet with a few MCs from last night and give them some pointers about what I thought and how they should maybe think about switching it up and everything. So it's really dope. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking Billy the Kid, who had a really good one. This boy came up fully dressed, basically in a suit, okay? Slick as hell, came up, did a song called I'm a Ladies Man, okay? And that was, you know, and I thought he stood out because he had a really cool act. He had his whole act together, you know?
I'm a ladies man, I'm a ladies man. Yeah, ladies love Cool James. They all went when Elvis sang.
So you'll see kids like that are trying to do a whole thing, and then you'll see other guys that come up, like Persevere the Poet that came up, and my man just came up, no beat, nothing, and spit such a beautiful, beautiful poem, and the crowd ended up coming in and giving him a a boom bap kind of beat in the background. It was a dope vibe, man. It was really cool. And it's just what events like this make me feel like, what's the point of having all this knowledge and all this, ups and downs and pains that we went through to get to the point that we're at as a band and Mayday, that I'm at in my career, if I can't at least, help out the next person, So definitely last night gave me some of that, and it filled up my soul, being around all these like young kids. It reminded me of myself, and it kind of brought me back to those days, So it was also not just for them, but it was really dope for me as well, Another really great thing about Groundwaves and what Music District is doing is not only do these artists get a chance to perform and to better their craft, and to also get constructive criticism from the audience, which I think is super crucial, but it's creating that community that they need to be able to now network amongst each other and create those opportunities in that scene amongst each other now. Like these MCs now, they probably met other MCs last night. And tonight's producer panel, some of those MCs are probably going to meet the producers and other producers, and it's going to create more opportunities for everyone here. More shows. Just it's exactly what needs to happen if you want to create a career for yourself. You got to meet other people in your town that are doing what you're doing. So this gives a really amazing opportunity to these people to be able to network. Murs really taught me a lot about collaborating. Murs, who is kind of like the journeyman in hip hop, did a classic album with us called Murs Day, did a classic album with Ninth Wonder. I mean, he's done so many classic album with the Living Legends. Like, this is a man who really champions the collaborative spirit and champions the power of relationships. It's very telling that a man like him starts an event like this, because it just fits completely into his wheelhouse. And I've learned so much, from Murs about networking and collaborating with people, because really it's the only way to carve a path in a career for yourself that is long lasting in this industry. I think Groundwaves is going to be really important for all these kids. Some of the things that I saw last night that I think some of you guys are going to have to work on is coming up memorized with your act, fully memorized, coming up with an act. Some people just went up there and just didn't even think about that. But this is the kind of venue and the kind of thing that is going to help you think of those things. It's going to take that idea that you have in a bedroom, and when you're writing it down, now they're going to know somewhat of what an audience reaction really is like, And that's only going to inform their art and their creativity. And take advantage of the mentorship program that they have here, like these other kids have been doing. All you kids, come every month and make sure you come to Groundwaves and hit up these mentors the day after, because we're here to help y'all, man, seriously. And it's a pleasure. It's fun. Y'all got to keep at it. Do not stop. Perseverance is key when it comes to this. All right. Yo, my name is Mr. Bernz from the infamous Mayday crew. And I just want to give a shout out to the amazing, amazing people at the Music District, at Groundwaves, to Murs, Sasha, to Diego, everybody involved, Kyle, all the homies, man. Y'all have made this day amazing. And for all you other artists that are considering coming here and doing mentorships, let me just say that this is one of the most legit programs that I have seen and been a part of. So it's just really, really dope. So once again, shouts out to the Music District, shouts out to Groundwaves and everybody else. My name is Mr. Bernz, and I hope to catch y'all on the next one. All right, I want to do more of these, man. So please, thank you so much. Holla.